Hello, this is H.P. Lehkonen, who makes the webcomic Immortal Nerd. Here is my sketchbook, as you can see, and now we will look through it and you can get a small sketchbook tour. This sketchbook is not completely filled yet, but I wanted to make a video at this point because otherwise the video would be super long. So, I have a lot of stickers in my sketchbook. And yeah, let's start from this one. This is a picture of a friend of mine, and she has this time, what do you call this? I don't know the name of this in English. I don't care. Well, anyways, because she's always late from everywhere, so I made her into this witch who controls the time and lives beyond time and space, because yeah, she's just always late from every meeting ever. But that's fine. Here you can see how many stickers I have. Look at these, so many stickers. Here's some more sketches of her. When I do my comics, she's normally there to help me because I work better when there are other people around me, so that I can, you know, like, they kind of give me this pressure that I actually have to work and not just play around in Tumblr. So that's why here she is as my muse, because she's really helping me a lot in making my comics, because she's there to remind me that you need to keep working, don't stop working. Here are some sketches I made from this idea of this child who is the Antichrist. But they are like a really good child who does nothing wrong. They just happen to be the Antichrist, but they have a good upbringing, so they are just fine. Here's a character of the friend of mine I showed you, the friend I made a picture of. Here is a sketch of my husband. He looks kind of like Disney's Tarzan on this one. And he actually does look a little bit like Tarzan in real life too. And here's just something where I kind of used a lot of markers. I mean, look at the amount of markers it has. It has like Copic markers, some Sakura microns, and Pentel brush pen, and Posca markers, and I don't even remember. Oh, and Sharpies as well. Sharpies. Yeah, I just used all of my markers up on this page. And I always do this when I use like Copics and they bleed through the paper. I just cover the other side of the paper with stickers. This is a cool comic. Go read it. You can see it. Here's the Tumblr address. I have so many like stickers that are kind of like advertisements in this book, but they are not paid. Nobody paid me to advertise these things. They just gave me free stickers and I put them here. Here's a character of mine. This is done with Copics. And this is a character of mine who is transgender man, who is very feminine, because I wanted to like kind of like think about different ways how you can be transgender man. Like you don't always have to be like super manly. Here's Helsinki Comics Festival sticker. You should go there. I will be there the next time. Here's Cyborg. Cool Cyborg. I like sci-fi stories a lot. That's why I'm making Immortal Nerd, which is also a sci-fi story. I censored this one because this character is naked, so I don't want you to see it. I'm sorry. I want to keep this like PG. This is like Vent's art about wanting to get the top surgery. Here's just a random character. He's no one. And this is another picture of my husband. I mean, this is the type of art style he likes, so I drew him in this very graphic style that he likes the best. Here's some more Vent art, and here's some characters we talk about with my friend Tanya, who helps me with my comics. like we just talk about our characters while I work, so I get distracted and then I suddenly have drawn like 4 pages and I haven't even noticed it. So these characters exist for that reason, and these characters are existing for the same reason as well. We just talk about them a lot, and I have made a couple of comics about these guys though, because they are interesting. This guy is like an anarchist and this guy is like a lawyer, and yeah, that's interesting dynamic. I have gone to this festival. It's Chicago Alternative Comics Expo. It's like a really good festival, so if you live around that area, go there. This is just like watercolor marker sketch with, I think this is black gel pen, actually, the lines. I had some notes in here, but I deleted them because I censored them. I didn't want you to see what I have written in there. It might be a secret comic plot. I like this one a lot. I might want to make it into like a t-shirt print or something. It could work out as postcard as well, but I would like to make it into vectors, and I am not very good with vectors, so yeah, that's my problem. This is just a sketch. I like first made a yellow area with watercolor and then just drew on top of it. This is Posca markers, and this is Yuri on Ice fan art. After I watched the anime, I just had to make fan art out of it because it was just so cute. I am dying. Here's some angels and demons. This is supposed to be an angel, these are demons. I think the angel is also looking kind of horrifying, not very like how you would picture angels normally. But I think these kind of angels are way more interesting. I made him have like several eyes, but then I couldn't fit more into his face, so I put more in here. This is a picture everybody loves. It says, "That's what you get for masturbating, Jennifer." And look at the face of the grandma on the picture. Grandma is also so disappointed. "Jennifer, why did you do it?" Here's just some of my characters. This is Bob. Bob is an amazing character. Bob loves to watch Naruto and support his friends emotionally. Here's another picture of Bob on the next page. Here he is. The most pure cinnamon roll boy. Here's a comic I made as April Fool's joke with my friend Dea. I proposed to her and then she replied with a comic that, "Yes, I will marry you. Let's get married in Kansas City." And then, well, we didn't really get married, but we met in Kansas City because there was this event called Planet Comic Con where we went together with Go Comics Creator Showcase. It was really amazing, even if we didn't get married, though we all both already are dating, so yeah. Here's just a sketch I made while I was on my computer. And here's Nokia from my webcomic Immortal Nerd. And here's another Nokia on the next page, and in this one they are kind of like emotionally not feeling very well, going through emotional breakdown or something. Here's a sketch of a friend I also met in the Kansas City Planet Comic Con. And here's just a monster from one of the stories we have made up with Tanya while we are working on my comics, which means I am working on my comics and Tanya is telling me, "Work on your comics, please." Here's some of random characters. Here's Tanya. I think this is what she would love to look like. Creepy. And here's just a character who is made by Tanya. More anarchist people, yeah. Very punk aesthetic. Here's just some random headshots of some of my characters. This is not a character of mine, this is just like random sketch. But these are all some characters of mine. And here's cute alien babe, Tanya. I like those huge eyes, it's cute. Here's something I have to show you closer up because it's only in pencil. Here's first I like designed the outfit for this character. I wanted to make like this manga style kind of, you know, fighting scene. And here's this one. I kind of designed what kind of like pose I want for them, and then I drew it on this page. I never really inked it because I was just too bored. I was tired and lazy and I didn't want to ink it. But yeah, I just first kind of like thought about how I want to make just like make it really tiny so that I can like see the flow of the characters and then draw it in this bigger version. Here's something I actually tried to make the same character from the last page, but look more manga. So I just kind of changed the hair and the eyes a little bit from my normal style, which is not much, but it still makes a huge difference because my normal style doesn't look like this. Here's some monsters he can fight. Then I have this thing in here because there is a comic that I haven't scanned yet inside these pages, and I don't want you to see it yet, it's secret. Here's some more censoring. And here's a comic I have already posted online. You can find it in my Tumblr. So I'm not gonna read it to you now because you can just go read it in my Tumblr. And this is the last page. After this one, the book is empty. Here's some stickers made by my friend Genki. And this is just a sketch I made while I was traveling to USA on an airplane. These gray areas are just like pencil and that's it. But yeah, that was my sketchbook. Now you have seen everything I had in here. This is how far I am on the sketchbook right now. Not very far. I have a lot of pages left. I hope you enjoyed this tour. So, moikka!